Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CINEKYD Theater. I'm Bob Clark, the Executive Director of CINEKYD Enterprises, and I'm so pleased that you could be with us for tonight's program. For the next 30 minutes, in a magazine format that will allow you to see many things and meet many people, we're going to provide you with entertainment created by the young people of our organization. Let's start off on the happiest note of all. By popular demand, we take you to a place not found on every map, somewhere far, far away, where on the edge of a lovely lake, nestled amid tall, tall trees, is Uncle Flywheel's workshop.
Uncle Flavio said he'd be here in a minute. He says we're going to phone Stewart.
I think I can call the hospital myself.
Yeah, but Uncle Flavio doesn't want you to.
I still think I can call the hospital myself.
You should always do what you're told.
I always do what I'm told.
What?
I bet a whole bunch that I'm the best behaved, most obedient kid in the whole place. Hi, Uncle Flavio.
Hi, Jimbo. Dreaming again? Wasn't that funny? Come on over here. We're going to call Stewart.
When's he going to be out of the hospital?
Pretty soon. By Thanksgiving, I hope.
Yeah, he already missed Halloween. And Stewart never had to wear a mask. Sorry.
Hello?
Hi, Stewart.
Hi, Uncle Flywheel.
How are you feeling today?
Well, can the tiny helpers hear me?
No.
I guess I'm all right, but I'm homesick.
I know, Stewart. You've been pretty good up till now. It's just a little while longer. Tell you what, I'll come visit you early today. Is there anything I can bring you?
Oh, I need more comic books.
Stewart, you must have about 100 of them by now.
Well, I'm letting everybody else borrow them.
Oh, good. I'd like to see you share. What, are you letting the other kids read them?
No, the nurses.
You're growing up, aren't you, Stewart?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Uncle Flavio. Can I talk now?
Most obedient? Best behaved?
Please?
That's better.
Hi, Stewart.
Hi, Jimbo.
Can I borrow your basketball?
Well, I guess I can't use them here. Sure, go ahead.
And your knee pads?
They probably won't fit you, but you can try them on.
How about your football?
Jimbo.
All right, here's Nellie.
Hello, Stewart.
Hi, Nellie.
Boy, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, really? What is it?
Well, see, I took a pumpkin and I carved out all the insides. Then I threw them away. And then I filled it to the very top with cake batter. And then I put in chocolate chips. Then I put the whipped cream all over the top. Stewart? Stewart? Stewart's not there, Uncle Flywheel.
I'm not at all surprised, Nellie.
Oh.
Here, why don't you let Enrico talk?
Hi, Stewart.
Hi, Enrico.
How you feeling?
Guess I'm all right.
When are you going to be coming out?
I don't know, Enrico. Hopefully soon.
Stewart,
Yes?
we miss you.
I miss you too.
Why don't you let me talk to Stewart? I'll be there in a little while, okay, Stewart?
All right.
Don't go anywhere.
Well, where can I go?
Bye, Stewart.
Bye, Stewart!
Okay, gather around, tiny helpers. Now, I'm going to visit Stuart a little early in the hospital today. While I'm gone, I want you to behave. All right? Okay. Nellie, why don't you help me load the pumpkin into the car?
Okay.
Hi, Auntie, please. Uncle Flywell hasn't had a chance to fix the rest of your body yet. And since Nellie does not like her look in this drawer, I'll put you down in the third drawer. See you soon. Bye.
Remember, while I'm gone, be good. I'll be back in a little while. Bye-bye.
The question is the same question that a number of parents have asked when they've gone out the door. Will the tiny helpers behave? We're going to provide you with the answer to that question next week. Now, something new to CINEKYD Theater. It's a sequence we call Nickelodeon, and it's going to give you, the viewers, an opportunity to visit our cinema arts department and see just what's happening in the way of new creative cinema ventures. Remember, here at CINEKYD, the boys and girls work in a variety of formats: radio, audio, video, film, still photography, creative arts. So this particular spot allows you, through one of the members of our cinema department, to take a look at some of the individual and group projects that deal with the world of film. Here then, for the very first time, is Nickelodeon.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson, and I'll be your host for Nickelodeon. On Nickelodeon, we'll be showing films that were made entirely by CINEKYD students. This week's film is about independence. And without further ado, here's the film, The Star-Spangled Banner. I personally thought was just interesting. Well, that about wraps it for this week in Nickelodeon. But, as you can see, there's plenty more films to go. I hope you'll join us in weeks to come on Nickelodeon. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Thanks to Chris and the young people of our Cinema Arts Department, we take you now to our television studio, or should I say, to a town called Oakdale, not too many miles away. Here we meet a number of interesting characters, and a situation that places us squarely in the middle of an election campaign. And while two young women attempt to mount the first successful election of the first mayor of the town, who would happen to be a woman, their plans are disrupted by some interesting discoveries. Join me now, please, for the next exciting chapter of Skeleton in the Closet.
I think this is a fantastic idea. It's super. The first woman mayor of Oakdale.
So do I. I mean, I've lived in Oakdale all my life. And I've seen a lot of things that I've wanted to do. This position would give me an opportunity to do something about that. I mean, for example, I think...
Let me get this down.
Sounds like a good idea. I think that the school needs to be refurbished.
Yeah. Good idea.
And some improvements need to be made on the hospital.
Good PR.
Yeah. And the roads definitely need to be in better condition. You know what I think we really need? A locally funded daycare center.
That is terrific. And with the women in the position, it would give other women the encouragement to return to work.
That's right. Exactly. It would give them more purpose outside the home other than just mopping floors and doing dishes and watching soap operas all day.
You guys can't really be serious. I mean, First Lady Mayor, politics. Egads, it's like so boring.
What do you mean by that?
Melanie, don't be offended. My sister's still young and more than a little bit immature.
Ladies.
Oh, hi, Aunt Tilly.
Hello, Miss Barrett.
Hello, Melanie. So nice to see you again. I wish I could say the same for you two.
Hey, what's wrong, Aunt Tilly?
You know perfectly well what's the matter.
I'm afraid I do.
$105.63. Where is it? In the attic again?
Aunt Tilly, why don't you sit down? We'll talk about this a little later.
What's she talking about?
Where's my coffin?
Her coffin!
Well, you see, Aunt Tilly saw an ad in the newspaper a couple of weeks ago. A funeral parlor was going out of business, and so, for $106.63, Aunt Tilly decided to buy herself a going-away present.
And you moved it away from the living room where everybody could see it in all its beauty.
You know, Aunt Tilly, I think Melanie and I would really like some tea.
Tea?
Is she serious?
Oh, don't worry about Aunt Tilly.
I'll get it.
Well,
Oh, thank goodness. Finally, I have someone to talk to.
hi.
Melanie, I'm sure you know Debbie and Dennis Gordon.
Of course. A pleasure to see you again.
Hi, Miss Ross. It's nice to see you again. Yes, it's nice to see you again.
Wait till you hear this. Leslie's going to run for mayor. Isn't that a scream?
So nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, how wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Nice. Congratulations. Is that all you can say? Gosh. Come on. Let's play some record.
Well, regardless of what the kids say, I still think it's a fantastic idea.
So do I. Oh, I'll get that. Such a busy day. Oh, hello, the Sullivans. Come in.
Hello, Leslie.
Hi.
Hello.
Have a seat, please.
We rushed right over from the restaurant as soon as we found out. We're both so excited. In fact, I haven't seen Cousin Abe here so enthusiastic before 4 o'clock. Knock it off, Mabel. Are you really serious about running for mayor?
Yes, I really am serious about it.
We thought we'd start the ball rolling by making your first campaign contribution.
Oh, that's not necessary.
No problem. The restaurant's doing just great. Doing just great? That's not what our accountant said. Abe. Oh, all right.
You see, Leslie, the campaign's already underway. But you know what would really help us? If you and Abe would be willing, if we could use your restaurant for the Leslie Barrett for Mayor campaign headquarters.
That sounds like a great idea. Of course you could use the restaurant. Then maybe there will be a little excitement in the Oakdale West.
I think I know who that is. Come in, Fiorello.
Good afternoon, Miss Barrett, Miss Ross. Oh, hello.
You folks know our neighbor, Fiorello T. Cronin?
At your service. Sorry to interrupt, but is Aunt Tilly in?
Yes, Aunt Tilly certainly is in. Thank goodness, finally a friend. Fiorello, they moved my coffin.
Oh, I hope they didn't scratch it.
Oh my, I never thought of that. Come on, dear. Let's see.
By the way, I need some help with my school project.
Of course, anything you want, Fiorello.
Oh, isn't that nice? Aunt Tilly has a little friend.
Yes, it really is nice.
Well, at least we know they can't get into any trouble simply working on a school project.
True.
Of course they can't get into any trouble, but somehow they will. Somehow Fiorello will dig up something very unusual, something so unusual that Detective Craig Saunders will become interested. What is it that Saunders and the police are so concerned about? What could possibly involve the police in a quiet neighborhood of this sleepy little town? And what in this little town of Oakdale could possibly interest cosmopolitan private eye Kirk Baxter and his nephew Buddy? What prompts them to become involved and look for a skeleton in the closet?
The part of Melanie Ross has been portrayed by Jill Degenhart. Leslie Barrett has been portrayed by Roseanne McEwen. Suzanne Barrett has been portrayed by Jamie Gorman. Aunt Tilly has been portrayed by Wendy Waldman. Ennis Gordon has been portrayed by Danny Kopp. Debbie Gordon has been portrayed by Robin Degenhart. Fiorello T. Cronin has been portrayed by Scott Mulvey. Abel Sullivan has been portrayed by Joanne Sisto. Abe Sullivan has been portrayed by Stan Skalski. Detective Craig Saunders has been portrayed by Ed Cleaves. Margot Valentine has been portrayed by Mindy Trachtenberg. Kirk Baxter has been portrayed by Scott Randolph. Buddy Baxter has been portrayed by Tom Trudgeon. We'll find out in weeks to come just what takes place in Oakdale that may not help that election campaign and may prove bad news for some of our characters. Right now, something completely different. In fact, something totally different. I don't know how many members of our viewing audience remember Al Jolson, a great entertainer, vaudevillian, Broadway star, movie star, a super performer. Back in the 40s, 2 exciting films were made. On the basis of those films and the memories of some of the CINEKYD family who are a little older than the kids, we thought you might enjoy seeing Al Jolson. So here is a whole new segment designed and developed at CINEKYD and called, appropriately enough, Jolson Sings Again.
Singing it is songtime. The banjo's running soft and low. I know that you're calling too. Swanee, you're calling me. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammy's waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. I love the old folks at home. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammy's waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore.
And ladies and gentlemen, you know, we work in such a variety of media here at CINEKYD. As I've said many times, it's more than just one thing. We love color television. We also love movies and art and still photography and building sets and designing makeup and costume. And now a project that is new to CINEKYD, something that our boys and girls have been working with and enjoying for the last couple months. It's a magazine, and it's called CINEKYD Journal. It's designed and developed by the boys and girls of CINEKYD. Here to discuss CINEKYD Journal, tell you a little bit about the magazine and how, perhaps, you might like to share a few copies, is none other than our chief reporter himself, Mr. Brian Eggleston.
Hi, this is Brian Eggleston for Stop the Presses, a new show that will take you for a look at CINEKYD Journal. Okay, in this issue, we have a new column by Jimmy Farley, and it will be about CINEKYD Radio Playhouse and CINEKYD Television Theater. It will be in every issue of CINEKYD Journal. And next, my article, Whiplash, the adaptation of the movie with the original screenplay by Robert J. Clark, and Christy Jacobs' article about sets and props, and the cover story by Jim Packman, a how-to article on basic processing of pictures. And this is, well, I better not read it to you. You can find it in the next in this issue of CINEKYD Journal. Okay? If you would like to receive free copies of CINEKYD Journal, just call us at 659-4696 or drop us a postcard or letter at 129 Sherwood Road, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, 19090. This is Brian Eggleston for Stop the Presses.
Thank you, Brian. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the CINEKYD bulletin board, and here to tell us just what's going to be happening is Miss Lorraine Hoffman.
Let's see what's on the bulletin board this week. CINEKYD begins its new sessions of the track program for older students and the Tyro program for the younger children. If you've ever wanted to experience firsthand working on TV shows, makeup, radio, and more, then CINEKYD's the place for you. New sessions of the track program begin on Wednesday, November 10th, and Tyro begins Saturday, November 13th. Each session runs for 4 full weeks, 2 hours each week. For more information, call CINEKYD at 659-4696.
The track program will be the subject of one of CINEKYD Theater's segments on next week's show, as we go behind the scenes and talk to CINEKYD student Ed Cleves. Ed belongs to the television talent crew. He has a role in the weekly serial Skeleton in the Closet, which is taped each Wednesday night as part of the track program. Next week's Skeleton in the Closet introduces several new characters, including Kirk Baxter, his nephew Buddy, and the mysterious Margot Valentine. Why has she come to Oakdale? What does private investigator Kirk Baxter make of her? What does she think of him? Meanwhile, Leslie Barrett plans her mayoral campaign with her friend and campaign manager Melanie Ross. How will the campaign be affected by Fiorello's grisly discovery? Find out on next week's show. On a lighter note, Uncle Flywheel's Workshop presents a not uncommon dilemma. When Uncle Flywheel goes out, will the tiny helpers behave? Will Uncle Flywheel forgive them if they don't? Also on next week's CINEKYD Theater, student host Mark Weaver takes a look at The Way We Were. Mark's regular segment digs into the archives for some interesting old movies, dating to the early days of the CINEKYD concept. All this and more on the next edition of CINEKYD Theater. And be watching in the weeks to come for sneak previews of our upcoming student film release, Gargantua. Following the CINEKYD tradition of award-winning student film features, Gargantua combines comedy, science fiction, action, and naturally the warmth and character involvement that are the trademark of all CINEKYD's productions. Gargantua follows a loner, a misfit boy, who is drawn into a complex web of intrigue and finds the evil Dr. Ratman hot on his trail. Gargantua premieres November 19th and 20th in CINEKYD's Gordon Odeon.
Well, folks, it's just about that time. I'm so pleased that you joined us for this week's edition of CINEKYD Television Theater. Our thanks to you for watching. Our sincere thanks to all the cable companies along the CINEKYD network for bringing you this program. Remember as well, to boys and girls between the ages of 7 and 17, if you have an interest in filmmaking or television or any of the things that you've seen this evening, why not take the first step toward making yourself a part of our production team, a part of the CINEKYD family? You know, we're located at 129 Turwood Road in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. The best thing to do is to give the office a call, 659-4696. Simply call 659-4696. That's the first step. Then come on down, take a tour, take a look at the campus, meet some of the kids. You too might find yourself an active part of the wonderful world of CINEKYD. Until next week then, same time, same channel, good night and God bless.